Welcome to the Pauper Gauntlet. I'm Dan. I can't sleep. I woke up after 3 hours. It's about 3 AM here. And I had figured I had to play a Pauper Gauntlet match. It hasn't gone very good lately, so here is one of my non-tier 1 day aces, Soul Sisters. I'm 12-7 with the deck in tournament practice. And I feel that this is a deck I really know how to play. I lost to control decks. It's a deluxe course brew, so it tends to beat aggro decks and lose against combo and control. But Pauper is mostly aggro decks at this time. Because of Temporal Fissure, because of the decks that beat Temporal Fissure. Delver, Stompy, Affinity. That is the decks that this deck is geared to beat. The addition of the Lumitread fields is still somewhat new to me. When we did the walkthrough of Soul Sisters, Pauper Walkthroughs episode 4, Lumitread field was not in the deck. It's a later addition. You can follow and discuss the brewing of Soul Sisters on facebook.com/deluxecoif. But now we are going in. I was considering actually entering someone else's match here, but nobody has a Pauper match. That's something I will need to do later on in the gauntlet, I suspect, and actually play on another account as well, but I don't intend to change the account during the first round. Please tune in on Sunday the 18th, 11 AM GMT, and for at least 7 hours on Twitch, same channel as this YouTube channel. I will be playing all the tier 1 decks, and my definition of tier 1 is very loose for that day, so all the famous Pauper decks that you see in the daily events will be played at the same day, on the same day. Those decks are, including but are not limited to, Affinity, Delver, Monoblow Stormpost, Monoblow Control, Elves, Stompy, Burn, Goblins, Simic Stormpost, Simic Storm is at post, Delver Fiend, Hexproof. That's it. 14 decks have been eliminated from the Pauper Gauntlet. That's quite a lot at this time. Why am I not getting a match? This should be prime hour for you Americans out there. And there we have an opponent. It's Shaxis RR. Good, he is not a famous Pauper grinder, as far as I know. I'm sick of losing. I want to beat someone up. J-Siri found me. I'm gonna play Loyal Cathar, start attacking, perhaps. Depends on what he's playing. I don't have a 1-drop. That's really bad for a Deluxe Course deck, because it has 1,000 1-drops. So hopefully it's Stompy. It's Hexproof. That could be much worse than Stompy. Think the Cathar is more damage. Eventually, I would probably need one of my Guardian's pledges here to finish this. But hopefully I can do a lot of damage and get out of reach for... But once he lands the life gain, it's over. Pretty much because his life gain is much more powerful than mine is. Do we still run Skyfishers? Yes, so we have some reach, and with the Suture Priest as well. Sunspring Expedition is unusual. So I might play the Lumitred Field as a creature here. And then both the other guys next turn. But Sunspring Expedition gives me a lot of hope. It looks really bad in any deck. Go right ahead, sir. I was afraid of an R01 lid. Attack. And cast Suture Priest, Veteran Armor. Yes, what is yield? So let's see if his deck actually does anything. What? But I will take no victory in advance in this room because there's been so few. Only the white weenie match felt like I ran into something that was too rogue. Oh, I shouldn't play the 5th land, sorry. Inexperience with the deck, I need to throw that away to Sense Enlistment. But at least he will be gaining life then, so he can just sacrifice them at any time. How many quest counters are this? There's plenty. But as we know, life gain is not... Can he flash in something to kill my... Of course I can always at this point use the... Am I running 4 enlistments? 3 enlistments. What is going on here? There's a Boros Guildgate. Is he... He seems to be trying to survive for a long time. A Ledgewalker. So he is... What is this? He is Auras after all. With the Boros Guildgate in the deck. But as I said before, if he lands an Armadillo Cloak and an Ethereal Armor, I am in for a tough ride. But if he lands Divine Favor, maybe it's not so bad. He's 2-4. Okay, now he's actually 3-5. But of course I still have to attack here anyway. And nobody will survive this. I think I still need to just pressure on here. I should have cast the Doomed Traveler before the attack. Can't Lumitred Field save anything. Or can I? Well, it does only 3 damage. So I could save the Cathar, but I can't save the Veteran Armor. So we are hitting him for quite a bit. Playing the Doomed Traveler. But now many enchantments are really, really troublesome for us. Especially any life gain enchantment. Such as Armadillo Cloak. Divine Favor doesn't really count. So what do I have against this? Nothing. Well, I might have to slow down the attack though. Except for that card. Which which will not end this. But it will surely help. He's 4-8 now, so... What is he blocking? He's blocking the Loyal Cathar. That was a weird choice. Maybe he has a fog. Why didn't he use this? Wasn't it active? Okay. Maybe it wasn't active. It must have been active. Do I want something? Beacon Apparitions didn't seem to use the graveyard. They didn't have any artifacts. The Prismatic Strands can be a fog-like effect. I don't think the Lumitread Fields did a lot. But 4. Well, let's bring them in. See what we can do. What am I playing against? What do I call this? Green-white enchantments, maybe, so people realize it isn't hexproof. This is a great hand. This is what this deck does. Deluxe put so much work into this deck, and he has some daily event results with it. Other people have daily event results with it too, but they are few and far between. It's a tier 3 deck. I love it, and the reason I love it is there are many reasons, but one of the reasons is that it has very clear matchups against some decks that it really beats some of the top decks. Okay, don't take out victories in advance, but because he plays these mulligan cards, like Sunspring Expedition, it's too little life gain for a card. Do I push more damage? Well, I think the Suture Priest is more damage in the long run than the Veteran Armor is. I might be wrong there, but I'm playing the Suture Priest here. He isn't very creature heavy, but next turn I can play Soul's Attendant, Veteran Armor. Unless he gets a decent blocker into play. But a nice 2-0 victory here is what I would like to sleep well. I'm really, with the risk of spoiling something, I'm 8-14 in the Pauper Gauntlet right now. I think that's my score. I haven't really kept track. I am keeping track, but not of the score. 14 decks are eliminated. I haven't counted my victories. Slippery Bogle. Bogle. Slippery Bogle. Always yes. Always yield. Briar Shield. That means that Veteran Armor doesn't do enough here. So we'll play Doom Traveler then to actually be able to attack. It looks like he has taken a hexproof list and then replaced all the expensive good cards with other cards. But Ethereal Armor is at most 1 cent right now. She should at least play those, and they will. But he is surely playing those, and I have no defense against that. Always yes, always yield, and Doom Traveler. And done. So where are my Crusades? They don't exist at common. Okay, so we played double Soul's Attendant. and start Sense and Listing next turn. Electricity. No, that doesn't work. Lash Out. 3 damage to target creature. Okay, wow. Put on top of library seems like a good thing. What the hell? Why wouldn't you not just use an Incinerate or a Searing Spear? Okay, you could do both, but yeah. Well, at least this guy's trying new cards, which is great. I'm waiting for him. Oh, he must be experimenting wildly here. But I surely needed a matchup like this to get back into confidence. I want to be at least 50% victories in the first round. Of course, the number of victories will be a lot higher later, so I still stand by my 60 to 70% win percentage in the Gauntlet. But it's been really hard. The decks didn't deserve to lose this much as they have. I want my flyer, I want my 4 life, I'm attacking. And we got the Righteous Charge, yes. So we can actually do so much damage. We can actually run him over because he can't block yet. So maybe we should. Or it's more important to play the Sense and Listing. Oh, Pacifism. Ah, well, that gets him. I don't have a way around Pacifism. So, our choice is between 12 damage now or 18 damage next turn, which is lethal. Of course, he will play something. So we'll take the 8 life now and attack for 18 next turn. What's that? How can you possibly... Oh, you're lashing out again! And we are clashing, so putting him on top. And he's out of cards. And I have 5 creatures. Okay, now F7 should work, right? No, because it doesn't work if there are 2 different sources. People keep telling me to use F7, but it seems that it never works as it should. Only if you have exactly the same type of trigger. Okay, now I can only do... But at least I can get past Slippery Beugel. Okay, they're 2 and 2, so now they are enabled. The Sunspring Expedition is a success. And he has 33 life, I have 37. So it's not your common Pauper game, but he still can't block profitably, so I'm now attacking. And I wish I could sacrifice the Doomed Traveler somehow. But this is me attacking. I know he doesn't have a card in his hand, so what will happen is that I will do 15 damage. So what I'm doing here is really a Lava Axe for 10 for 3 white mana. That must be decent. And I also 1-for-1 with the Briar Shield. Except that I don't. So I'm losing a Soul Warden, doing 12 points of damage. Still felt okay. What? Okay, another land. Why am I not yielding to this? Almost 2 minutes ahead of him on the clock. Feeling good about myself. Which I really need to. While this horrible result. He randomly concedes. And Soul Sisters have advanced to the second round of the Pauper Gauntlet. That's awesome! Check out Pauper Walkthroughs episode 4. Search this channel for it, and you can see why this deck is a good deck, why I like it. And I played against GV Enchantments. Beat him 2-0. And Soul Sisters has advanced. Thank you for watching the Pauper Gauntlet. Soul Sisters will be playing round 2 of the Pauper Gauntlet, and round 2 will start on Monday the 26th. Thank you for watching.